on defense to know what their roles are on court because they know that the Kings will attack. On offense, they talked about sharing the ball more, taking a good precise look at the basket, and just challenge Ginebra's defense inside even if they actually have the upper hand in that part. They believe that offense will follow as long as they start with good defense. Canito?
Ontiveros blocked but kept it in play, and there's a foul. Is it on Freeman?
It looks like. And this is what I was saying. He's not a mature player. He's only 23 years old. Picking up 2 quick fouls very early in this game. That's not a good sign for San Miguel.
Here's Coach Tankinsen going to make a move with 5:43 remaining.
Now you see a switch in defensive assignments. This is what we were anticipating. Now it's Freeman on Wilson. Jay Washington is going to be guarding David Noah.
Here's Mamarel, a bit of indecision. He decides, he makes it.
You know, he has that range.
Actually,
so Dorian Peña has to be aware that he cannot give that open look.
Para sabi ni Mamarel, ay man lumapit, sige. Titira ko to.
Now
go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead first.
So here's an interesting matchup now in the backcourt position with J.J. Helterbrand sitting down. It's Mike Cortez versus Chico Lanete.
In fact, I was about to say the same thing. In the meantime, Peña with his first personal foul. So the matchup so critical in a games in a championship series, more than any time than ever in the PBA.
And also now that you have the defensive switching assignments, when you have Jay Washington taking care of David Noel, now you go back to the third point we were talking about as far as hanging Jay Wash to dry, making him sweat on defense. And that's part of the strategy of Barangay Ginebra. Washington is a player who's averaging close to 17 points in the series. You want to make him sweat on defense. And look at him right now. He's playing defense against David Noah.
That conks and just bangs against the glass. An offensive foul.
That's a travel.
Oh, is it traveling?
Traveling violation on Tubig.
13-10 is the count. Ginebra with a 3-point lead below the 5-minute mark. And of course, Ferg-C is the official vitamin of the PBA. Proud sponsor of the final series of the 2009 Mobile Light PBA Pesta Conference. Here's Peña with 9 on the shot clock of the Beerman.
You know, San Miguel is playing without Gabe Freeman.
And Cortez' shot does not work because of those 2 personal fouls. Having to sit down now. There's Tubig dancing in the box. Such a crafty, wily player, huh?
And drawing the foul. He's an excellent slasher, and he can read where the gaps are in defense. Now with Gabe Freeman sitting down, San Miguel has to refocus its offense now and go for the mismatches. I think Jay Washington has to have his touches.
Ontiveros ended up with his 2nd personal foul. Some subs are waiting in the wings for both sides. Some very tall gentlemen, in fact. El Defonso and Finisi are in. On the other side, Meng and Rivas check in.
I think Barangay Ginebra has done a very good job of neutralizing San Miguel's mastery off the boards. Right now, both teams have 8 rebounds apiece. That's a good sign because usually that's the department where San Miguel dominates.
Yun ang edge ng San Miguel. One of the edges that San Miguel has in the series.
Right, because of their size advantage and because of their massive front line. But Coach Joseph Chico, realizing that, has put in a lot of big men on the floor. He's playing with a big lineup right now with Rivas, Menk, and Noel playing together.
Ontiveros launches a triple. It's on the back iron, and Noel cleans it up. We rush to the other side. Lanete and the 9 other players run along with him, though. Here's Menk against Finisi. Menk, a lot of time on the shot clock, changes directions. The hook shot, air ball.
What a way to play defense by Mick Finisi. He's not known to be a good post defender, but I think he's going to have to learn.
Especially when if he plays Eric Menk all night long. And here's a triple, which he's more accustomed to. Knocks it in! Finisi has nailed a 3, hitting 28.6% in the course of the series. Here's Menk downstairs. Let's see how Finisi does against him. The low post there. There's the kick to Lanete. Side shot won't work in the hands of Cortez. Cortez looks ahead. 2 defenders on him. Benici one more time around the block. There was nothing there. Tubid trying to dazzle Cortez with the dribble, ends up being fouled. They give it to Cortez.
That's his first personal.
And Tubid will visit the line. Also, Rosell is waiting at the scorer's table, and so is Sunday Salvacion. In the meantime, let's, of course, this will happen after the first free throw, which goes in, and this is a delicious piece of news. Our KFC delivery assist of the quarter. It's Villanueva to Jay Washington. But what delivers a KFC? Just dial 887-8888 KFC. It's Finger looking good.
A lot of second unit players now for Barangay Ginebra on the floor. And we were talking about how important the shot troopers are to Ginebra's scheme of things. They're averaging 40 bench points a game.
And that's one of the marks we will keep a tab on as we sail along in this game. Game number 5. Glad you're with us. 2:53 remaining. Benici ends up mixing up his dance steps. And here comes Tubid, the spearhead, trying to attack against 3 defenders. Fingers was on his path. The Sunday special does not work. College of St. Benilde pa lang itong si Salvacion.
That's right.
Nagpiprison with excitement ang tao talaga pag hawak niya yung bola. And there's a push.
Number 71, Ronald Tubid.
And Tubid ends up with the person of his first. Barangay Ginebra wants to talk things over. We will take a break and be on the other side of these great messages from all our friends. You know, I have to agree with you that the San Miguel Beermen are finding it difficult to penetrate the defense of Ginebra. As we mentioned, that Fernzy is the official vitamin of the PBA, proud sponsor of the final series of the 2009 Motor Light PBA Festa Conference.
Well, Ginebra that time did a very good job of spacing the floor. And Eric Meg found himself wide open. Just an easy pump fake. And the man who was blocking his path to the basket was a small man, Olsen Rosella. That's the situation you want if you're a big man.
Oh, absolutely. On that switch, it's a 6-point lead. A repeat of the biggest lead established by the Barangay so far. And it is Salvacion whistled for the foul. First on Salvacion. Salvacion will now sit down. I think a bit of matching up has been eyed here by Jong.
That's right, because Nick Benici was posting up against a much smaller Sunday Salvacion.
Here's Cortez, meanwhile, Quinito, who knocks in that shot. He has a very good quarter-court flip.
You know, Chris Pacana really hasn't played too much in this series. So Mike Cortez is going to take advantage of that. But Pacana, this is his first time to play in this series.
And he is with the leather right now. Sends it to Baguio. Noel. I like the way Noel gets rid of the ball very quickly. Doesn't make it linger with him for long. Likes to get his teammates involved in the offense. Meg is trying to position himself against Benici, and Benici ended up with the foul, and he has a word or two for the official.
Number 34, Nick Benici, penalty. That's his first.
Of course, Referee Ferrer said, we'll talk later. In the meantime, on your picture, we've got our friends from Fernzy. Their president, Tom Tan, Patrick Zuniga, Hannah Crisostomo, and Trina Francisco. Thank you for coming tonight, being part of the PBA family as well.
There's Eric Menk being very aggressive in establishing his position at the post. You know, earlier, Nick Benici giving up the personal foul. I mean, San Miguel was in the penalty. You don't do that because Eric Menk was really not in a position to go strong to the hole yet. If you're going to try to deny him possession, you front defend him and put your arm extended to prevent the entry pass, but don't foul.
Well, it sort of underscores the fact that defending in the low post area is not exactly something Benici is accustomed to, as you mentioned.
Well, right now, San Miguel is really missing the services of Gabe Freeman. Freeman gives them about 7 to 8 offensive rebounds a game. And right now,